One broiler chick can give me a margin of 8, and I have 750 broilers. So you can calculate the margin I'm getting per load. And one load can take 4.5 weeks to mature, and after 5 weeks I have finished disposing the broilers.
Keep it farming with AIM Agriculture. Greetings everybody. If you're new to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and share. It's me, Antonio, here. Like I always promise you, every day you get something so educative.
My name is Sophy Kesei. Welcome to my broiler chicken farm. I started with 100 kg of cane brews in the year 2014. I moved on to 2017. Since then, I noticed that it does not give me good profit. I dispose all my kg improved. I converted to my broilers. I really started my broilers with 200 in the year 2018. I liked these broilers because it takes short period to mature. In fact, my first time to keep these broilers, it really gave me an encouragement to continue keeping broilers. After my disposal of my first 200 broilers, I really discovered that one broiler chick can give me a margin of 8. From that, I discovered that broilers can give me a good profit, can help me with all my needs, can help me also to educate my children and meet all my needs. Since then, I improved my broilers. From 200, I went to 300 broilers. After a period of 3 months, I improved to 400. After another period of 3 months, I improved to 500. I also went to 600. Currently, I do have broilers 750. Each and every time I bring broilers chick, I have not left out with cane brews improved kg. I always bring 200 or 100 cane brews. I mix together, I grow together until a period of 2 weeks. After vaccination, I isolate the cane brews and broilers. The broilers will continue for another 2 weeks, and then I will harvest the broilers. For the cane brews, I know after 2 weeks after vaccination, I sold the cane brews to my neighbors at 200 shilling, and it is vaccinated. And the remaining I keep for almost 2 months, and then I harvest to the market. We have a challenge of increased bills, especially in electricity. Our electricity charges is too high, and also the charcoal which we use in these chicks during the first day for 2 weeks is also expensive. Secondly, a high cost of feeds. In fact, since 2018 to now, our feeds has increased by 2,000 shillings per pack. And also, my main challenge is concerned about the price for sale. In fact, since 2018, our broilers per piece it was 360. Now it is 410, of which it is still, it cannot give us a good profit. In fact, in order to give me a good profit, I should sell it at 450 to 500 per piece. Another challenge is our market price. Market where we sell this chick. Sometimes it has, when you want to take your chicks to sell, you find out that all farmers they have their broilers. So you have to wait. Since you are waiting, these cuckoo broilers cannot stay without eating. So the moment you they overstay, it takes a lot of profit. I'm very much lucky. Antonius is my neighbor. As he is busy doing layers project, I am also doing broilers, and we educate one another. And maybe in future, I may decide to have layers.
Greetings everybody. If you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and share. Remember to click the notification bell. Every day I upload something new, you're the first one to get it. I am here at my neighbor's place. This is Sophy. Sophy has been my neighbor now for 2 years in Nakuru, and I'm so glad to see how much she's doing. My neighbors complained and said that I go so far, and so I also have to keep checking them. Wow, I remember when I first came to this unit, you could not imagine the number of houseflies we had. Now you can see there's 0 houseflies. You can see the feeders, we've been talking about it every day. You can see the drinkers, we've been talking about it every day. You can look at the litter. These chicks are 2 weeks old, but look at how the litter is clean. Guys, this is the way to go. I'm so happy. There's nothing much I'll correct because I've always been here. But today, we're just going to give Sophy marks together. I'm so glad that nowadays I'm never called to come and do postmortems. You've heard by yourself, Sophy is no longer using antibiotics. That means she's producing very organic chicken. Glad to say that she has really cut down the costs. When I was here the first time, she was having a profit margin of only 20 shillings. Today, we are hitting an average of 80 and she's still going up. Wow. You can imagine, she's making an extra 60 shillings. She was doing about 200, 300 birds by then. And today she's so motivated. She's doing 750, but she's limited by the space. Look at this structure. It's a very simple structure, made of iron sheet or zinc, wire mesh, and I can even touch the roof. But here she is. She's making her money. You don't need a very complicated structure. Why should you go build a brick structure? You want to paint, you want to do all that, and you want to do broilers. The simpler it is, the more the income generating it is. Wow. That is all about Sophy. Now, everybody writes to me, people call me, and the question is, I want to start a broiler chicken farm. I want to start a broiler chicken business. Please, 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 please. I want to answer you now. And I hope I'm not going to get again an email or a message asking me how to start a broiler chicken farm. Please. Maybe you ask me another question so that we can keep moving. How do you start a broiler chicken farm? There are things that guide you. One is, you ask me you ask me, how do I start a broiler chicken farm? And I ask you, how much do you have? That is what determines how to start a broiler chicken farm. If you're budgeting to start a farm, you don't budget only for chicks. That's where we get it wrong. Someone has 300,000 shillings and in his mind, he already wants to start with 3,000 chicks. So 3,000 chicks is already 300,000 shillings. You have not built a chicken house, you have not bought drinkers, you have not bought equipment for brooding, you have not put in feeders. So have first a budget. If you want to start with 3,000 birds, you say, well, 3,000 birds. What is the size of the structure that is going to accommodate 3,000 birds? You know very well that a foot square is equals to 6 broiler birds. So then budget for your structure depending on where you are. And for broilers, I encourage you to use the simplest structure in Africa, simply because all parts of Africa except parts of South Africa are tropical regions. We enjoy a climate that we don't need to create an environmental or build an environmental controlled structure. Maybe we have winters, we have got extreme summers and all that. No, we've got good climates, sunny throughout the day, not very hot in some areas, not very cold in some areas. So just build a simple structure. Simple structure. A good structure like this one, accommodating 750 birds, will cost you roughly 65,000 shillings. And I repeat, a good structure, simple structure like the one we are in here, made of zinc and simple poles and wire mesh, accommodating 750 broiler birds, will cost you on average or to the highest side 65,000 shillings. That is 650 US dollars. And you're done for the structure. Then budget for feeds. Say, how much feed will my broiler chicken consume for the 6 weeks? Like how much feed for broiler starter 3 weeks, broiler finisher 3 weeks. Then go to your nearest store and confirm the prices of that. You have your structure in place, you have your feeds in place. Budget for equipment. These are capital costs. How many feeders do you need? I need 1 feeder for 50 birds. So buy your feeders, buy your drinkers. Don't start with nipple drinking system or automatic bell drinking system. These are simple drinkers and they're working. Someone is making her money in 6 weeks. Start small, grow big. Start simple, grow big. You have your birds. You have your birds budgeted for. You have your structure in place. You have your feed in place. You have your drinkers and feeders in place. Go and buy the source of heat, either a jiko or a gas brooder or the brooding lamps. Although I don't encourage the brooding lamps, it's quite expensive. Power is quite expensive in Africa. Gas is quite expensive in Africa. Just use charcoal, or you can use briquettes. I really and strongly recommend use of briquettes because it's environmental friendly and you're also conserving the environment and it's cheap on your side. Once all that is taken care of, we always forget to budget for labor. And we always forget to budget for water. You could be purchasing water. Ensure that your birds are having fresh, disease-free water. Water that you can drink, that is the same water that your birds can drink. If you're buying water from a shop and then you're giving chicken tap water or stream water or river water or borehole water that you cannot drink, you are getting it wrong. You will have to compensate for that by using antibiotics to treat your birds. That's a cost increase. 2, you'll have to cater for that by having very high mortalities. That's another cost. You'll have to cater for that by having a retarded growth, very slow growth. The chicken will exceed the 6 weeks. That's extra labor, extra feed. So that is why we simply recommend that use clean water, use the correct feed. If you cannot make your own feeds, broiler feeds is quite technical. If you cannot make your own feeds, you are not sure of the formulations, you are not sure of the raw materials, do not make an attempt. With broilers, it's a rush against time. It's a rush against time. We want these birds ready in 6 weeks. We have got no single even day to waste. Unlike layers, whereby we have a whole 120 days for them to start laying. We can maneuver in here, in between here. Though it's not strongly recommended, but we have time. We can maneuver. These ones here, 1.5 months, they're at the market. By the time my layers start laying eggs, Sophy here would have had 3 cycles of broilers. So you can imagine how much she's rushing against time. That's why I strongly advocate that if you don't know how to formulate your own feeds, don't make feeds for broilers, and you buy feeds from a good store. Wow. Maybe you'd ask me, which type of broilers should I keep? That is my assignment for you. But try Cobb 500. Don't just buy broilers from a company because you say, I want broilers. Try the breed. I always encourage you, my subscribers and followers. I want you to be very different from others. Very smart than the people who are doing sales and marketing. Go to the shop with a specific thing in mind. Research about Cobb 500 and see how robust it is in terms of growth and resistance to diseases. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've liked the video. And if you have any questions, check in the description for my number. You can always WhatsApp me. You can always write an email to me. I'll get back to you right on time. See you until next time.